Perhaps it has happened to you many times that the work you started, you couldn't complete and had to leave it unfinished. Do you know the reason for this? The reason is perfectionism. Somewhere inside you there is a desire to be perfect, and there should be, but not for perfectionism, for something else, which I will tell you about later in this video. We want our work to be absolutely perfect, so that we can stand out from others. But sometimes, standing out from others is a distant matter. We are not even able to complete our work. And by leaving many such half-finished tasks, you can never produce legendary work. Today, people are comparing their 23-day effort with those who have been consistently doing that work for many years. Then, when their 23-day result doesn't seem perfect compared to the years of results from experts, they get demotivated and abandon the work, thinking it's not within their capability. Before we proceed further in this video, I want to clarify that perfectionism is not a bad thing. According to scientists, there are mainly two types of perfectionists: adaptive perfectionists and maladaptive perfectionists. Adaptive perfectionists are motivated by their high standards. They invest their quality, time, and focus into their work without being overly critical of themselves. Whereas maladaptive perfectionists chase unrealistic standards, they procrastinate because they are unable to meet their unrealistic standards. This increases their anxiety and depression, and if their work doesn't seem perfect, they abandon it. That's why today I'm going to share some points from John Acuff's book, Finish, Give Yourself the Gift of Done, that I found very helpful in overcoming perfectionism. The lessons taught by John Acuff in this book are quite practical. You can apply them immediately, and what I'm going to share next, are not just pre-made ideas. This book was written by experimenting on many people and converting the results into an actionable guide. So let's learn some actionable ways to overcome procrastination caused by perfectionism. Principle number 1 is choose what to bomb. In today's age, just a to-do list won't suffice. Therefore, to produce outstanding work, we also need to know what we will not do. Today, we try to achieve multiple goals at once, like reading a book, exercising, and thinking about new ideas to brighten our future. This isn't wrong, but trying to implement many things at once also increases the chances of many things failing simultaneously. If you try to achieve reading, exercise, business implementation, and your diet all at once, it might go smoothly on the first day, but gradually, after 2-3 weeks, if you fail even once in any one thing, you might consider the rest as failures too, and give up on them. Therefore, it's better to try to achieve goals and habits one by one, like first improving your diet, and only then installing the habit of exercise and reading. When you are working on your diet, your not-to-do list or things to bomb list should include the names of things that are distracting you from installing this habit. You can achieve any goals only when you dedicate your most valuable resource to them, which is time, and we must admit that when we give our time to one thing, we have taken that time away from something else. Therefore, if you have mastery in one thing and are average or slightly below average in other things, don't worry, because you have taken your time away from average activities and given it to mastering something. Number 2 is make it fun. If you want done. While achieving their goals, most people consider fun as a waste of time. They think, what's the need to enjoy work? But this is a wrong mindset. According to Zone 1, there are mainly 2 important factors for goal achievement. 1. Satisfaction, meaning how you feel during the process, and 2. Performance success, meaning what you will achieve in the end. Zone 1's team conducted research and found that people who enjoy the process of achieving their goals see a 46% increase in performance success. To enjoy your process, you can create mainly 2 pathways. One is reward motivation and the other is fear motivation. To give the best example, there are 2 overweight guys. One is losing weight because he wants to get a good girlfriend, and the other is losing weight because if he doesn't, he might suffer from a very serious illness. in the future. So here, one guy is losing weight with reward motivation and the other with fear motivation. You have to choose which motivation can get you to your destination faster. Because during public speaking, one was more motivated by the fear of being mocked than by the applause of the audience. That's why they prepared their speeches and presentations using fear motivation, but they really enjoyed the whole process. Number 3 is Livio, hiding places and ignore noble obstacles. Perfectionists are somewhat intelligent, so their excuses are also somewhat intelligent, which the author calls hiding places and noble obstacles. Hiding places mean a task that you can do very well, but it doesn't relate to your current. There is no relation with the goal. For example, I can notice many positive things from movies and TV series and learn something from them. But that doesn't help me in making my book better, helpful. So if I start watching movies and finding positive things in them instead of reading books related to writing, and give an intelligent excuse for not doing my work by saying that I am learning something new, then that intelligent excuse becomes a hiding place for me, which prevents me from producing powerful content. That's why, to avoid such hiding places, we should only ask ourselves one question: can I easily achieve my goal, my kid, by continuously doing this thing? If the answer is yes, then keep going. Otherwise, stop doing it. On the other hand, there are noble obstacles that we all have faced, but we don't even realize that these are noble obstacles. Meaning, some arguments that don't even let you start working. I won't start jogging until I get the new Nike running shoes. I will only make YouTube videos after buying a new camera and mic, aiming for the perfect product. I will start the business only after creating the mission statement, vision statement, and logo. So these new shoes, camera, mic, and logo, these are all noble obstacles that you don't realize, but they are stopping you from starting work, and you think you are a perfectionist. By saying this, you ignore the noble obstacles. So we need to eliminate as many hiding places and noble optics as possible. And anyway, nothing is ever perfect, because something that is perfect can never be improved, as it is perfect. Even a surface that looks smooth and clean, i.e., perfect from the outside, will appear rough and flawed when viewed under a microscope. And yes, speaking of perfect cynicism, Apple's iPhones and MacBooks are not perfect either, because if they were perfect, why would there be a need to create new models every year? In his book, John F. said that done is better than perfect. Don't chase perfectionism. Pursue progress. Because progress, meaning the trial and error method, is what can make you world-class. The Wright brothers also chose progress over perfectionism. Instead of achieving perfectionism with toilets, kitchens, and glossy looks in the plane, they focused on just starting the work and figuring out how to keep the plane in the air for longer. They thought about it, created the first version of the plane, and gradually brought improvements to it. I want you to also start whatever new venture you wish to begin, and just start it. Gradually update it like Android versions, and people will start calling you perfect. Whether you want to become an artist, businessman, singer, dancer, musician, or innovator, just publish the first version of your venture. Even if it is not good at all, because only things that exist in the world can be improved. If you don't show your venture to people, it cannot be improved. To summarize this entire video, first, make your 1 things to bomb list, which includes everything that distracts you. 2. Second, enjoy the progress of your venture, and the chances of success will increase manifold. Third, know your hiding places and noble obstacles, meaning recognize your intelligent excuses and avoid them. Instead of chasing perfect cynicism, just try to become your best version and keep updating your venture by publishing its first version. Because somewhere in this world, there will be people who will enjoy seeing your world-class work. These are some points I have shared with you from John 1F's book. Finish, give yourself the gift of done, which has been helpful to many in overcoming perfectionism. I have provided the link in the description. Thank you.